week on our school. Year 8 gets an incredible opportunity.
Some of us would be able to go over to France.
There'll be tests.
We have the cup. Berlin.
There'll be tears.
Everyone else have gone on different songs.
But who will triumph?
The moment has arrived.
Welcome to our school. Come inside. Meet our students. And find out everything that goes on in secondary school. Your attitude stinks. From fun and friendships to loads of challenges and new experiences. It's our school. Every country has its own language. And Wales is no different.
Which means very well, thank you.
Students in Wales learn Welsh from a young age.
I'd like to be able to speak Welsh fluently because you want to try and keep it living.
By the time they get to our school, most of them are already speaking an amazing 2 languages. But when you're speaking Welsh and English all the time, now and then, things can get a little bit mixed up.
It's what I like to call Wenglish, part English, part Welsh. Coach basically means to hug someone. Oh, can I have a coach? And then it'd be like a hug, like so.
Don't coach me, man.
People also say,
Oh, you're right, like, you call someone but, like, I don't understand how that's going to make you look. Like, you just call them on the backside.
what's that in but?
I call my grandfather Bomber. I have a Pappy and a Nanny. I have a Bampy and a Nanny. So I have 2 different ones.
Pappy and that. Pappy! I don't even know what.
That's like gibberish to me. It's not.
As well as Welsh, our school students also learn a 3rd language, French. And in class this week, French teacher Madam Morgan has got a big surprise for everyone.
Right, what if I said to you, right, some of us would be able to go over to France, into a French school, right, speak to these children here, who are the same age as you. Would you want to? Would anybody here want to? I would. Yeah, you would? I would. Yeah!
When Madam Morgan announced a French trip, she was always teasing us and didn't really know whether it was real or not.
She was like, oh, you know, we're doing this and it might be a thing, but it might not be.
It's not real, is it? Is it real? Yes, it is real.
I knew what she was playing at and I knew that there was a trip.
But I can't take all of you, so it'll be a small group between 6 and 8.
So, good news, year 8?
I'm so excited. I love France.
The France trip. I'm really passionate about that.
Yeah, I would really want to go to France because I never went there before.
Come on then, let's write some things.
What do year 8 need to do to win a place on this trip?
To be able to go to France, you'll need to write a convincing letter of why you think you should go.
Convincing. So you mean how hard you work in French? That sort of thing.
I'm going to try and charm Madame Morgan by saying how lovely and kind and what a beautiful woman she is.
Okay. How far do you think that's going to get you, Molly?
Not very far.
A convincing letter isn't the only thing that Madam Morgan wants from her hopeful students.
I'm also going to do a little oral test with you as well. So we'll do a little bit of French, because obviously we're going to need to be speaking a bit of French when we get there.
If I get picked, I'm going to be really happy because it's a weekend away from my parents. Yes!
Right, any more questions?
Yeah, I won't get picked.
That's not a question, Marcus, is it?
I just think when I never get picked. I really don't get picked for anything. So, like, I only get picked to play rugby, and that's it. 9 times out of 10, I wouldn't get picked.
Right, why should I pick you then?
I don't know.
Think of something.
I don't know.
When Marcus makes a mistake in class, when he's doing a task and he might find something, one little piece a little bit difficult, instead of persevering and asking for help, he'll just not do anything and refuse to do anything at all. Marcus, hang on, before you go. No, look at me. Right, you're gonna try?
No point, because I won't be able to go.
I'm not gonna base it on how you are in class or anything like that.
Yeah, but honestly,
So why do you think that I wouldn't pick you then? you're not.
I am.
Of course you're not.
This week's been up and down. Year 8, you really get harder work, so for me, it's easier for my mind just to go. Like, I don't get any of this, and I just shut down.
Unfortunately, it's not unusual to see Marcus like this.
Right, Marcus. We can't have every science lesson with you with your head on the desk.
You being out here is not getting us anywhere, is it?
Recently, these shutdowns seem to be affecting him more and more.
Lately, wherever lessons been going in, he won't go inside, he'll just stand by the door and like, just stand there and won't listen to the teacher when come in. I get like a little bit confused and getting so much information shot at me. I just shut down. When I'm like shut down, I don't want to do anything for the rest of the day.
I've been very patient with you today. Have I not?
Do your work, or if you don't think we're going to be able to do that, we might need to have a little chat with Mr. Campbell.
Head of Year 8, Mr. Campbell, is a strong influence on Marcus and has called him in for a talk.
Do you think that was the best way to act? How do you think you acted? Yeah, just a little bit rude. I was a little bit disappointed with it, but I know that's not you really, is it? So,
Mr. Campbell is there for him, but Marcus's main support comes from his amazing friends.
Sometimes when I'm feeling down, Harley helps me. You can do it, Marcus. Every time that Marcus goes to have a shutdown, I feel sorry for him. We can do it. It feels good when I help Marcus because he becomes more happy. How are you feeling? Good. You? Good. It's nice to know that someone would be there for you.
But hey, Marcus, we could try to help you finish it off. Another of Marcus's closest friends is Dom. And if you ever need cheering up, you couldn't ask for anyone better.
What I want to be now is probably a professional comedian. I'm just dancing because I don't know the lyrics. We got together like I'm the kind of person who makes like my friends happy. That's what I think most of my comedy is about. When people are like upset, normally a joke or two makes them happy again. Hi, welcome to the morning chat show. Yeah, I've known Dom since year 3, so like we like know each other really good. I do hope that he does change his attitude about school because at the moment he's just not acting the best because I knew him since primary and he wasn't like this then.
Back in French, Madame Morgan and Marcus are still talking about the trip.
This could be the first time. Yeah. Couldn't it? It would. If you don't like the letter, then you're not going to get picked. Yeah,
I ain't gonna get picked anyway.
no, not that way.
It's for anything.
As Marcus heads home, let's hope he listens to Madame Morgan's advice. Because even with the support of friends like Dom and Harley, if he doesn't write his letter, there's no way he'd be picked for the trip. It's a big day for everyone hoping to go on the Year 8 French trip. Today, the students are reading out the letters they've written. But after last week's shutdown, has Marcus taken Madame Morgan's advice?
I made a massive effort into that letter. I took it home, I wrote it up, and I showed a couple of people in my house, my mum and my sisters, and they helped me improve it.
Right, now we're going to start with... go on and Caitlin.
I actually put quite a lot of effort into my letter. Same Madam Morgan. Over the weekend, I was just constantly thinking about it because I really wanted to go. In my opinion, you should choose me to go to France because firstly, this area of topic is really intriguing to me. I've done a first draft and then a second draft. I was really nervous. Also, I've never been to France before, so this would be the first time. Cordial Mom Caitlin.
Next, will shameless flattery win Madame Morgan over?
Right, okay, Molly's ready.
Hello, Madam Morgan, beautiful lady. Dear Madam Morgan, I would love the opportunity to visit France and experience the French student school life. I got up there to read my French letter, try not to faint, and then I completely forgot that I had to charm her. To sum this up, I would love to be chosen to go on this trip and be extremely grateful if you did choose me. It didn't go very well.
Not at all.
Maybe Emily's strategy would be more successful.
My tactics in my letter were to try and make the teacher laugh, because I'll persuade her more. Dear Madam Morgan, you should choose me to come to France with you because I try 1,000% harder than any other pupil in our class. Also, you should choose me because I'll definitely behave during the whole entire trip, even though I'm perfect anyway.
With his turn approaching, Marcus doesn't look like he's in a good place.
When all the pupils were reading their letters out about the trip, in the beginning Marcus was excited and keen to read his out. But as time was going on and the others were reading theirs out, he was starting to get more and more introverted, and I could see that he didn't really want to read it out, even though he really wanted to go.
Now that I'm learning French, it would be a dream to have the experience of speaking to people in French and improving my understanding of the language. Merci, cordialement, Farah.
Right, Marcus?
With the French letter, I felt uncomfortable saying in front of the class. Just in case I said a word wrong, I felt embarrassed. Felt uncomfortable saying it out loud, so I just said it to Miss Madam Morgan. Sorry, Miss Madam Morgan. You should pick me to go to France because I would like to talk to a French student in French and they would talk to me in English. It's the best way to learn. Compliment, Marcus.
Merci, Marcus. Thank you very much. I was surprised he wrote the letter. I didn't think he'd even try because he didn't want to fail. And I'm really glad that he did in the end because it was a really good letter. He put a lot of work into it. Right, so tomorrow I'll have another task for you.
Next morning, Madam Morgan has planned a French lesson with a focus on fun.
Right, now. Come on, girls, you're late. Right, now, what we're going to do this night. No, we don't need to get songs. Caitlin. Right, we're going to do something a little bit different today. There's a big clue on the board.
We're playing a game.
Charades. Correct. One person acts out a word and the others have to guess what it is. And no speaking allowed.
So I'm going to give you a word, or two words. The theme is, what is France famous for? So, we're going to volunteer? Right, Gareth?
Oh, yes! Oh, yeah!
Pick them off. Right, how many words?
One.
One word.
Forget.
Oh, how did you get that?
I did the guess. The word was forget.
Right, me. Yeah.
You can't ask out of...
Right, Caitlin's ready.
What? How did they know that?
Come on.
There.
A buddy.
No. Is it Disneyland Paris? Yeah.
How am I going to do that? Exactly. Right, I got an idea.
So I'm rolling around on the floor now and Dad shouts resuscitation. I'm like, what are you on about? Absolute melon. It's not a resuscitation, she's on the floor rolling around. I thought we'd dying. It's probably like a chocolate thing. How was that going to work?
Sausage roll! Potato roll! Yes! What? What was it?
Feta roll, yeah. Basically just a chocolate eclair though, isn't it?
With the French trip fast approaching, it's Urich's final chance to impress Madam Morgan by performing their role plays.
This is part 2 now of the task, where you're going to practice your French.
It's even more important for Marcus, who didn't read his letter out in class.
Before the role play in French, I felt nervous because I knew it was going to be my last chance to be able to go to France.
Right, I'm going to start with Caitlin and Dominic.
Bonjour, Madame Merci. Bonjour. J'habite Pas de Galles dans une petite mansion à la montagne.
Merci.
Bonjour. Bonjour, je m'appelle Molly. Où habites-tu? Je habite à Velen.
Told you I didn't know how to speak French. In the role play, didn't go very well. Me and Jacob were very nervous, and Jacob forgot his lines, and so did I. So they kind of like flopped. Flopped.
looks like the nerves are contagious.
You have to ask that.
Weijin Shen.
Oh, you have to ask me.
In my French speaking test, I just got really nervous and I was shaking, my heart was racing.
Tu es un animal. Oui, j'ai un animal.
I didn't do too good. Like, I was really bad. I was like, there's no way I'm going.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Katie.
Quel âge as-tu?
J'ai 12 ans.
Oh, habites-tu?
Je habite une petite maison.
Finally, it's Marcus's turn.
Marcus,
Can he sum up the courage to speak in front of everyone?
come on, I'm standing up. You can stand up. When the pupils were doing the role plays, Marcus was very reluctant to do his. So I offered to do it with him to give him a bit more support. Right. Bonjour, monsieur.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Marcus.
Quelle est ta matière préférée?
Je l'adore, yeps. Je le déteste, les maths.
Me.
Mais j'adore, yeps.
Au revoir.
I felt happier after I'd done the role play in French, as I was able to stand up in front of everyone and speak and not get embarrassed if I got something wrong.
Nice one, Marcus. You just made Madam Morgan and Miss Chapman's job that little bit harder.
Didn't think Marcus was gonna do it, but then he did in the end. He did it with me. He didn't want to do it with anybody else, so we did it together. Yeah, yeah, he was. Yeah, he was good. Just desperate to go. They all do. Yeah, I know. It's hard. It is hard. I wish we could take them all, but we can't. So
This looks like it could take some time. It's been a few days since Year 8 completed their role plays.
Do you know what geothermal is?
They're in Miss Chapman's geography lesson, and it feels like something seismic is about to happen.
right, the moment has arrived. Unfortunately, we can only take 8 of you. So, in no particular order, just track my list. First of all, Katie.
I was over the moon with it. I think I actually broke a couple people's eardrums with my screaming.
I think Katie's pleased. All right, Katie.
It's on the table as well, but it's fine. No tables were harmed in the filming of this video.
Right, secondly, it's Emily. Well done, Emily. Thirdly, Brody. Number 4, Caitlin. Marty. Clara.
I nearly cried. I was so happy. It felt like I was the winner of a lottery or something. It was amazing.
Dominic. And we got 1 place left. Marcus.
When I heard that Marcus was coming, I was really happy because I had one of my best mates covered. Mark, you getting all the fairy is awesome.
Marcus's hard work and determination has paid off, and is proof that if you want something and you work hard enough, it can be all yours.
It made him very happy because he's never been abroad before and this is something big. I got really excited because I know I'm with Dom, I'm with Brody, I'm with my friends, I'm going abroad. What more can I ask?
Next time, Year 8 say au revoir to Britain as they set sail on the school trip of a lifetime.
There you go, wave goodbye to Britain.
Yeah, I can just do anything. I can just do anything.
Don't give me that sass.
Okay.
If you give me that sass, I'll give you this sass.
I mean, I didn't really know who we were. Aiden is, I am now.
You are. Just because it looks a bit weird on camera when you're chewing. Do you mind just popping your chewing gum Put it somewhere.